What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 5 of Nightcrawlers, aka the Take Back. I remembered this time.
That's right. The name of
Yeah.
the name of the show is not Nightcrawlers.
No,
We're
it's
playing
Nightcrawlers. Even though Nightcrawlers is a really awesome AP name.
I thought this. If you had never said it, I would have been telling people about this show as it's airing. Like, yeah, my new show, Nightcrawlers. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I still told people after we found out.
We're playing the Nightcrawler system, which is really cool. Indie
It's a great
TTRPG
system. It's a great name.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's by Tanner Yee. You can find it on itch.io. I think we might have the link somewhere for y'all to snag. But yeah, we want to get as quickly into gameplay as we can tonight. So let's popcorn our intros and then we can get started. Who wants to go first?
My name's Austin. My pronouns are he, they, she. I'm playing Chiron. His pronouns are she, they. Chiron's a vampire. Me, Austin, is a game writer, designer, performer, award-winning game writer, designer, performer, and friend. That's it for me. I'm gonna popcorn it over to LaTia.
Hi, I'm LaTia. I do things, but today I'm playing Kanon, everybody's favorite fairy, wonderful, awesome girl. My pronouns and Kanon's pronouns are she, her, but also, like, to go back to the beginning, I'm the community manager for D&D, and I write stuff and do stuff like this. Ambrose, say something.
Hi, something. Hi, everyone. I'm Ambrose. She, they. I play Beck, he, him, werewolf. I do things too. I'm sorry. No. I am the creative director and founder of Other Cider Studios, and I am an award-winning TTRPG performer. And I'm going to popcorn it over to Liz. How are you? What's good?
Hey, what's going on? I don't know. I'm like reeling over the energy we walked into this session with tonight. Today, to this afternoon. We're recording early.
It's 9 o'clock in the
no,
morning.
It's gonna be good. I'm Liz. My pronouns are she, any. You can find me hanging out on the internet as Themoulinrogue. I am mostly on Automoon Studios on our podcast Utopia as our sad girl paladin Scylla. I'm gonna popcorn it over to Fabs.
Hi, I'm the producer, Fabs. I'm playing Pops.
Hey, what's up? I'm Mystic, aka Sierra. I'm your city planner, aka your GM. I use dealer's choice pronouns, aka she, any pronouns. And I am really excited to get started. I'll talk about other stuff at the end. Let's dive into the game. All right. Last we saw our amazing allied. They were separating ways after a fight at the Flying Dutchman. Court just kind of walking with Chiron. Kanon getting a ride from Beck, I believe. And Pops still trying to romance a boat, but failing. And watching the, we'll say, deceased allied from the fight rise again as humans and leave the Flying Dutchman. We are going to start today's session, with Court and Chiron. It is late. You all are walking. I believe Court had made some kind of comment about needing to yarn bomb something. Where are you going? What are you doing? What's up?
There's a project I started a couple of days ago, and if I don't start something, I need to come up quick. Otherwise, people start to notice, and then what's the use if it's not? Anyway, I have to stop by the tennis courts. Do you mind running by? Are you going that way?
I can, sure.
Could use the company.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's whatever. I still have to find something to eat, so.
Great. I got a project to finish.
What are we doing?
So, I mean, and as we're walking, we're heading towards the courts. The courts. So I think by this point, it's not a secret that Court does this, that they go around and they yarn bomb parts of the city, and it's typically organ art. Every now and again, it's a heart, and the heart has, you know, flowers in place of some of the ventricles, and it's usually very kind of folk art, pretty and flowery. So we're headed to these courts, and I think as we walk up, you start to see his intestines last time strung across that empty alley. This is a pair of lungs on one of the walls, and from the lungs are leaves. You can see kind of sharper patterns crocheted, knitted into the leaves instead of that kind of more bulbous shape of a set of lungs. And she's talking, and she's kind of talking through her process, and as she's walking up and kind of darning little bits that have started to like weather in the couple of days that it's been. And that's kind of where she starts.
Hey, Gore, I have a question.
What's that?
Am I a bad person?
Oh, circumstantially? Or you mean, are you talking in a... And she stops, she turns around. You mean from the start, or is this an instance thing?
Just like in general, I don't know. You're really good at you're like the like one of the smartest people I know. You're really good at reading people. Am I a bad person?
You see part of her kind of like twitch, and like her arm moves in a way that you used to her seeing when she's sort of thinking on something. And it's a little bit, as you're kind of piecing it together, you realize she is comprised of multiple people. And her consideration is normally a consultation. No, I mean, people do bad things. People do really bad things, but people also do really good things. You do a lot of really good things. Why? Did you do something bad, or?
I don't know. It's so it's like weird, right? Like I feed on people. That's my whole like you gotta I got and like points out her to at my things. You got the whole thing going on, like that's something I gotta do. And I try to be nice about it, but sometimes I feel like I'm mean about it. And I don't know the whole thing with like back tonight. I don't know if like I don't want to use people, especially someone that's my friend. And I don't know if I was just hungry or if I like Beck or if Beck likes me or if I'm just I don't want to I
I
feel
mean,
like I'm not
people
that
are.
nice to you guys and I want to be better, but I'm also like in my nature to not be that nice.
I mean, hunger makes people do wild things. It's not just you. I mean, but you'd die if you didn't. You wouldn't be here. And, you know, you wouldn't be here to have this conversation if you're bad or if you're good. You do what you have to. You could be a little nicer when you get there, but I don't think you do it to hurt anyone. Certainly not Beck, not the way you were looking at him.
I don't know. It's sometimes I just think about it like everybody has like their thing, you know, and sometimes I think about why like werewolves are kind of cool because like they're like really good at like hunting and everything, but also good at like being in community and stuff. And like vampires are good at hunting too. It's just like I hunt people, um, and I don't do it in like gross ways like some other vampires do, but I still do it. I just use the skills I have and like gestures to how she fucking dresses to get what I need. And I try to make it nice for them so they get something. And but at the same time, I don't know. I'm still like hunting someone, and I don't have the whole thing that other people have going, which is community. I live alone by choice. I have this like repulsion to be close to people.
I think that's still less monstrous than I've seen some of the people that I've worked with do in the interest of things less necessary than survival. I think you don't get close because you're afraid of it, not because you're trying to attain something. That, and she's put her tools down at this point, and she's kind of squat down
Chiron is I'm sitting. I was like squatting by the fence, and I think I'm sitting now. And I have a question for the city planner. Can vampires cry in your world?
Yeah.
And she's crying.
Uh, I don't. Can I? And she sort of gestures towards you.
She like
Um,
pulls you in for a hug.
yeah, okay. And like one of her arms is around you really tight. Another arm feels a little less, and it feels a little more casual in like a pat kind of way. One is hugging you like very close though, and her head is kind of nestled in. But you can feel that like parts of her are responding to this in different ways.
I'm sorry. You're here for like a whole thing. You have to do your thing. I'm making
No,
stuff about me again. You should do your thing.
no, this is, this is why do you think I mean, I could do this tonight. This is why we went on this walk. This is, you said I can read people, so I don't know, water cooler habit, I guess.
I would like to help you with your thing if you want help.
Yeah. Have you, I mean, you're so have you ever tried this medium before? Have you ever like textiles?
No, there was one guy that was really into like me painting paintings with his blood. But I've never done something like this. I don't think I was very good at it, but whatever makes him happy.
I mean, here. And she starts just like handing tools and thread and like putting your hands up on the fence to kind of start weaving in between.
Yeah, I think you all you both start taking the time to do this. Maybe about a half an hour or 45 minutes after arriving here, you hear the screech of tires and the steps of heavy boots. And you see a flashlight light kind of starting to wave around as someone in full, like, uniformed police outfit just comes up to the fence. Hey, I got a report. Some trespassing. Are you allowed to be doing this? The courts are closed at this point. It's
Yeah,
late.
community commissioned.
You're supposed to be working at night.
My eyesight's really bad in the day. I used to work under fluorescent lights over at Fox, and it's not as good.
Give me a charm roll.
I can't not bard. What am I rolling?
Yeah, well, you can't not buy. That's true for you.
Under. Charm.
It's gonna be
Is charm under
Dex, I
nerve?
believe? Or nerve, yes.
It's the same for me. So I rolled a 7. My nerve is 11.
Cool. It's actually blood. I'm assuming you're still under.
My blood is 7.
Means it beats it.
Okay.
All right. I just be safe,
Hey,
Yeah.
what's your name?
Steven?
I saunter over to the fence. Do you want to party, Stephen?
I'm kind of on duty.
That's never stopped you before.
You know me?
I know all of you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. He looks like self-consciously down at his boots.
Come on, you've earned a break, surely.
Give me a blood roll.
Uh, 15, my blood is 16.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I could stand guard to make sure nothing happens to y'all while you're working for a little while.
It's very kind,
Mm.
officer.
I bet you could see us really good still if we went over there behind those bushes.
Why would we go behind the bushes?
I put my hand through the fence and pull on the color of his shirt. Why do you think we would go behind the bushes?
To Okay.
I'll meet you over there.
Okay. He like looks around, takes off his radio, like puts it into the fence, and starts walking around to the bushes.
I look at Court. I'll help you when I'm done.
You're not a bad person if you're doing community service.
You're so right. Thank you so much. This looks great. It looks great. It's gonna look great. I'll holler when you're done. Don't leave me.
Absolutely not. No. Let me know if you need a hand.
I'll I'll be fine.
I know. She gets back to work.
All right. Court and Chiron gets the meal that she needs. And Court finishes up the lungs. You all then, having done what you're gonna do in this space, head back to Drench, home for the evenings. The sunset, the sunrise. It's the next day. Chiron has a shift at Shizuko, and you all had discussed meeting back up there. And before Chiron gets there, I want to head over to Pops. After the humans get up and walk away, how long do you stay on the boat? Like, what's Pop's next move?
Oh,
after
I
that?
don't stay on the boat at all. I follow them.
Okay, so you're not going back to Drench to Shizuku. You just follow in these human.
I mean, it's
people.
still late when I saw that,
Mhm.
right? So I
Yes.
follow them. And if it gets a little dicey, I'm just gonna try to levitate up to a building with a high vantage point and see where they lead, and then back.
Cool. Yeah, you follow them. They're walking off the boat. They head down a road, following some trails in this park that is like close to the lake that the boat is on. And then you see them. There's like an overpass with a large sewer drain or like an overflow drain, and you watch them all just without any hesitation just walk directly into that tunnel.
Okay. Do I have a knowledge of where that sewer drain might lead, or no?
What did Pops do before he died?
Pops was probably a cable guy.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. With that, you definitely know like where sewer lines go. This is like a thing to the main sewer lines that are kind of a web underneath the whole city. And you kind of put two and two together, like, oh, we met in the sewers. They're going into the sewers. Clearly, they're using the sewers as like a channel to move these people around the city.
And I'll just head back to Shizuko, and wait for.
Great. Chiron, you come into Shizuko around lunch. So you're like, this place opens probably around like noon for a lunch service. And Pops is hanging out.
So Pops isn't really necessarily hanging out. Pops has Shizuko sees a destroyed whiteboard on the ground and a bunch of busted up what do you call this? Markers?
Dry erase markers.
Dry erase markers.
Go sport.
Yeah. And and you see basically the meme, the Pepe Silvia meme, and you see a spilled cup of coffee in the other corner, and you see Pops is just for the first time doesn't have their jacket on. There's a ghost jacket on the chair, and it's just like putting things together, and it's just like,
Hey, Pops.
uh,
What you doing, bud?
they're in the sewers. They weren't dead. They were they were dead, and they weren't, and then they became human. Remember the thing from the powder from last night.
Let's have a seat. I have to clean up before opening, which is I'm so happy for that. Let's have a seat.
I'm sorry.
It's it's so okay. You needed I get it. You clearly did. Yeah. What you seem stressed.
Yeah, and you see on the board, there's a drawing of a kappa, and
Mhm.
then there's an arrow, and then the kappa doesn't have the turtle features anymore,
Mhm.
and then there's like a bunch of like drawings of people into the sewer drain, and then from whatever like that tattoo on Prison Break, from whatever memory that Prison Break is for the younger viewers. Prison Break is a show about two brothers trying to break out of prison. Yada yada yada. It was really good at the time. Then it got bad. But anyway, millennial thing. Anyway, so you see that like the Pops has mapped out part of the sewer that they remember, and you see blank spots of where they just never got to explore or never got to interact with as a cable guy, as somebody who could like attach cable in people's homes. And it's just like, so from the dead, from the dead allied, we so I fucked up.
Oh, okay.
So that vial, I opened it, and then some little critters came out, and they kind of went around, and we tried to. Apparently, it doesn't work on me because like it's a ghost, whatever, no body, fucking prejudiced, ableist piece of shit. Anyway, so those things, those little things, they turn allied into humans.
Okay.
So the dead allied last night.
Yeah.
Rose up when you all left. They rose up. Don't ask me what I was doing at the bar after.
I wasn't going to.
Yeah. We don't.
Don't ask me what I did
that.
last night either. Here we go.
Oh, I'm not gonna ask you what. You want
Thank you.
Do you want? No.
He was. It was like a 4 at best. It was fine.
Oh.
When you're desperate, sometimes you go to McDonald's.
Hey. A 4 is better than a 0, right?
Exactly.
Anyway, so they rose from the dead.
So it makes them human and also immortal because they were dead.
Kind of. They were like zombies. They didn't really notice me. I wasn't really trying to be, subtle. And just like flashback of Pops tripping over, not looking at things, just like, oh shit, fuck, just like making so much noise, and I guess they don't notice me. And it's just like, yeah, they just went into this drain pipe. I mean, I didn't go to the drain pipe. I just saw it from a vantage point. And I mean, sewers down there are like mazes, like crazy. It's just crazy that they're just like zombies and they just went into the sewers.
Yeah, it's super weird. That's super weird. You're so right.
For free too. Humans normally do it for pay.
That's true. They really. I mean, I also really like money. There's a lot I'll do for money, but still,
yeah,
that's pretty bizarre. Do you need like assurance or something? You seem very worried.
No, I need y'all to know about what I saw.
Okay.
And
I know now.
We can decide what we do about it.
Yeah, we should probably put this not where all the patrons are going to be, because I do have to unlock the door soon.
Oh. And you see squeaky ghost wheels just... They just pull it out.
Go squeak, go squeak, go
You just like push it back to the venue, which like there's no show tonight, so it's a safe place, like back by the stage and things.
So I'm gonna open, and everyone else will get here eventually, and you can tell them.
Yeah.
And then I have a thing to go do.
Yeah.
And then we can figure it out.
And you see Pops is like, let me help out with the mess, and he breaks a broom.
And sweeps up the broom.
Yeah, and I think, and you notice now that like Pops is so spooked because he has acted with every single thing, but is just like still so used to like breaking shit and taking the ghost of that thing, and that's how spooked he is because he
Let me help. Picks up broom. Oh, thanks. Breaks it. Oh, all right.
and then takes the ghost broom and starts sweeping. And yeah,
I think that like Beck and Kanon and Gore are all kind of just like waiting outside the door, Chiron, as you go to unlock it, having met you all at the designated time you talked about.
Like open the door. Holy shit. Oh my god. What are you? You guys are just standing out here?
Yeah, like
You had the doors were locked?
Well, because we weren't. Oh, just
Right. Now we are. You
Yeah.
are. I don't work here.
well. Welcome to Shizuko. It's anywhere you want.
Thanks.
Actually, no. Go talk to Pops. And I stop Kanan. He's like really freaked out.
Okay. She says kind of like long suffering, but also like Pops frequently gets paranoid, so she's not quite sure how serious this is.
Have a seat anywhere. Check in with Pops.
As Court passes through the door, they kind of touch your arm and go, I know that meal was garbage last night, and I know you're probably really
so
hungry, but that was much better. That was much better. And goes and like sits down.
Thank you. Hi, Beck.
hi. Are you okay?
I'm all right. Are you okay?
Not really. Not because of you, but because
okay.
of some pack people are going missing last night.
Oh.
So.
We'll fight. Maybe it's connected to Pops' thing. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. But did you eat last night?
Yeah, there's some security dude. I didn't kill him. He's fine. He's gonna have an embarrassing morning. I did take his pants, but he's fine.
Tries not to laugh. Yeah. We should talk later. But
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But just we should, and then just goes towards where everyone else is. But
Chiron is like in the door. I'm like, you're fine. It's just stupid. It's another fucking. You're fine. I close. It's fine. You're fine.
Meanwhile, Kanon has actually taken Chiron's advice and is sitting on the bar. And has like leaned back to grab like a drink and invite herself to partake of that. Pops, where are you as we all come in?
I'm sweeping.
Pops works here now.
Pops works here
now.
Hey, Pops.
Hey, kiddo. I found something. Yeah. So, like, and then I wheel out my my white.
That he literally just took back and
yeah.
I think while you're doing all of this, because you really haven't said anything, I'm looking at the destruction, the now dead things that are now ghost things that you are running around, and I'm like, you didn't need to. You know you can handle things, right?
I suppose I can. I was just so freaked out. I was just like, they were allied, and they came back to life and became human.
Okay, wait a minute. Take a step back. I assume this has something to do with what? Is that a kappa?
Yeah. Well, I didn't think of anything else.
Okay.
So this is an allied. This allied right here. This and when and you see like small like circles are like the dust particles, and when the allied get inhales these things, they become human. When they become human, they become zombies. Not the regular zombies, not the zombies from downtown. Like zombies, like mindless humans. And then when the mindless humans wake up, they started walking. And I followed them, and then see the map, and then I catch you up the same way that I caught up
Chiron.
Chiron, and it's like, we're in deep shit, kid.
I think Court and Beck definitely are caught up as well throughout them walking in. Yeah.
Do you
Last
know
night.
where they
Go
went
ahead.
after this? No, I was just gonna say, do you know where they went after the sewers?
Not really, but and I assume I know that there is a sewer thing connecting to probably the corporate building.
Yeah, give me a brains roll, Pop.
Sure.
And also you can roll at advantage. You can roll 2 die.
Okay.
Because you've spent all night thinking about what you know about the sewers.
I rolled a 3.
Beautiful. You know that there is a large because you've like mapped out what you remember of the sewers of the town. You remember in this moment there's a large sort of one of those like central hubs of the sewer that offshoot everywhere. Directly what looks like directly under where Constance has described the lab to be in the port district, right off the sound.
Probably at that lab. I don't know
Okay.
what route they took, but probably got there. Also, the city changes through the years.
I might be able to track down their scent through the sewers. Like a whole
Yeah.
bunch of humans went into the sewers. Like it's gonna
Yeah, 'cause
smell a certain way.
I wouldn't, because this was from 50 years ago. So
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
so places might have changed. So, but that's
Port. Do you share that you know where the lab is? Because you used to work there.
Yeah, I think after there's a little bit more discussion, Court kind of steps in and goes, I mean, it's not something I like to revisit, severance and all that, but I can help. I know where the lab is.
And
Do you-
Beck and Chiron, this kind of pings for you the information that you got at Kanon's parents' house that I don't think has been shared widely with the group yet about Court and her original role and why she was let go.
I just say, are you sure you want to go back there? You don't have to. You can just tell us how to get there.
yeah.
Well, know that it's a matter of have to. I mean, I'm going to at this point, I
Okay.
can.
Okay, you just tell us if you change your mind.
Yeah, like you can always change your mind at any point. We could take you back.
I can do this.
City planner, do I actually know? I know my parents work for Fox Corp, but do I actually know where they work? Like, is
No.
this the same lab? Okay, so I wouldn't know that. Okay, cool.
But we as players know above table that this is the same lab.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like, I'm like,
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's just that Chiron doesn't feel the need to make it worse than everybody else. This is well, I die with this whenever I end up dying. So
it's like Kanon is okay with us with knowing that we broke into her house for some reason. Let's not make it any worse.
we don't have to make it.
If we
any
get there, we
We don't
get
worse.
have to add on
Yeah.
to that. No thanks. So Beck like raises a hand or lifts a finger. Last night, a whole bunch of pack members went missing, kind of out of nowhere. Like no scent left behind. It's just interesting that same night that happened, a whole bunch of allied turn into humans and go into the sewer.
Do you know if they were looking for their scent or for a human scent? Maybe they didn't leave a scent because they weren't them anymore.
Yeah,
Maybe.
maybe connected.
I mean, I never tested it themselves, but they said that it just stopped. So that is a good point.
At this
Did you-
point, Court, you see one of your housemates walk through the door. They're wearing like baggy sweatpants and a baggy sweatshirt, They look like they haven't been to sleep since they were up doing their online work last night. And they kind of rushed towards you. Oh, I'm so glad that I found you, Court. Um, have you seen Christina?
Hey, no. They were supposed to text me the other day, but oh fuck, I haven't. Oh man, I don't know where it is.
Well,
No.
we went and we picked up a shift at Sassy's last night, just lingerie serving kind of a thing. Since we didn't want to piss off our fans online, but and she went to the bathroom and then just never came back.
What? This was last night? When were you
Yeah.
gonna say anything?
I just found you.
Well, I mean, and she kind of stops and thinks, and you see part of her kind of twitch again, and she straightens up. Okay.
There's
This
there's
was
more. There's more. Hold on.
okay.
You know how Chris and I, when we were made, they split a brain in half and we each got one side so we could like speak to each other. We like know each other's thoughts. That whole thing.
Yeah.
Chris succeeded last night.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Hang on.
He made it through the portal and back with the seaweed.
Why would he do that?
I don't know.
Why the fuck would he go back down and do that?
I don't know. I'm sorry, Court. I have to keep looking, but can you page me if you find her?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm gonna look. But just God, let me know if okay. Yeah.
Okay. And she hurries out, and you can see like some loose threads around her ankle. She's like kind of limping, like in her hurry as another created, just like hustling along. She pulls on one of it and just like holds it in her hand as she keeps walking out the door.
Before she got out, or maybe I would just Court. As I like walk by with someone like like other people are here, like walk by with a different drink. Court, not to pry. Do you have a picture of that person you're looking for? You can text it to me.
Oh. And they're like patting over and they kind of lean down and they check their boot and they've got this big old like art teacher socks on. They pull this
Incredible.
and like just hit it somewhere in the flurry of the last couple of days when they were with the kids and there's a bunch of like missed texts and they go through. Oh fuck. Okay, all right, fine. All right, sent.
I send a picture to Abraham, and I just say, I just say missing, and then I delete the text.
Cool. I think you get a text back, Court, knowing the work that your housemates do. I think maybe the image that you find is like a test shot from like a studio setup. They're like laying on the bed all sexy. Court's housemates are, well, I'll let you describe, Liz, what your housemates do for work.
So part of being created and part of being bits of other people, my my housemates do art and we turn to creative art, and these days it's fulfilling images and fantasies online. We are visibly similar in that we are very clearly pieces of other people stitched and sewn in different patches and different kind of stages of decomp. It's very there's an artist I'm thinking of and I can't think about it now. Zombie pinup. But but we share a communal space, we share a communal house, we do different events kind of outside, but primarily the work is online, and primarily it's very controlled by the people in the house. So yeah, so it's absolutely like going through, it's a test shot, and it's cute, but it's fully like you can see bits of like the staging behind. There's maybe somebody making like a mug of tea in the back. And it's very much like a candid test shot from a scene that was set up.
Abraham responds, I think I know that person.
I text back, we're working.
Right. Work. Sorry.
And then I go back to also doing my other job, my one of 3 jobs.
Yes.
Story planner. In terms of like or city planner, sorry. Do we know what the seaweed did? I don't think we were able to find out what the seaweed does. We just know that they're trying to get it. Is that correct?
You did discover what the seaweed does.
Remind me,
You
I'm
know
sorry.
that the seaweed is the missing ingredient to take transforming allied from zombie humans to actual humans.
I completely forgot that like we confirmed it versus like, oh, above table, we pretty sure we put it together. So we actually already did.
Yeah.
Do we hear Court's conversation that
Oh
like
yeah,
was
they were
found?
not
Okay.
trying to be private. Mhm.
Okay. All right. So what you're telling me, and I like go over to Court, is they found the ingredient for the seaweed. And last night a whole bunch of allied are starting to go missing and being turned into humans and going into the sewers.
But we stopped doing that. They let us go. That wasn't us anymore, and we weren't good at it. Why would he go back and look for it? What the fuck does he want to do with that? We don't have anything to do with them anymore.
Maybe there's a reason. There's always a reason. Sorry, Court.
You went missing too.
We either go into the sewer and find out what's going on. You can always leave. But once they found it's the last ingredient they needed, and now shit's hitting the fan. I don't want anyone else going missing at this point.
No, I'm in this now.
So looks at everybody else and sees Chiron just still doing her job. Like, but it's like, in general, what do we do now? When do we head out?
I have some business to take care of, I say. But I can give y'all an entrance card to Sassy's if you want to go check out there. Don't worry, I can get in. I can get you in.
Yeah, I think our first thing to do is to hit Sassy's.
I walk over with like a tray. Here, and I put down like a fucking like black card. That you can use that. Just tell them you know me.
All right.
Okay.
Then just keeps going.
Goes back to I'm a very good bartender. And then
Yeah.
we open and it's lunch rush.
Mhm.
You see Pups like longingly staring at the black card, hearing Sassy's, and then looking at the mess that they made. And you just hear Pups say, I'll follow too. And start sweeping.
No, this whole time I've been actually cleaning up the corporeal stuff that Pops has broken. So
You're so good to
she's
pop.
Shizuko is probably pretty straight right now.
You can go, Pops. I'll be fine.
All right, bye.
Well,
fuck you
dang.
too.
Wow, like barely a
Jesus.
moment, barely a break.
Just levitating out, like running, long skipping
the
out.
Mario yee is what got me.
And with that, I think we'll take a quick break.
Ooh, yay.
We'll see you all on the other side. What's up? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Our group of lovely allies have decided to head over to Sassy Sammy's, and the Port District, except for Chiron, who has some business to attend to first. So,
Fine, probably.
um, Court. I assume, knowing that Sammy's is right next to the lab, you know where that is. Can lead the group via bus, maybe Beck's car, but it is a little bit of a distance as you head over that direction. You arrive. They're not quite open yet, but using Chiron's card, being like, "We know Chiron, can we come in?" They're like, "Sure, yeah, okay." There are lots of employees milling about, all different types of allied, but predominantly created. And you see Harley Tides, she, her at the bar, counting the till, getting everything ready to open.
Court kind of walks over and sheds, and as they walk through, like, not everybody here is a roommate, but like a couple of people, they're like nodding, kind of hat tipping, goes over to Harley. And I think the amount of time that they spend there and maybe have workshops in this space every now and again, goes over to Harley and kind of does like a lean in for a kind of familiar, like, hello, kind of on the cheek.
Welcome. You're here early.
Yeah, brought some people. We're looking. Listen. We're looking for Chris.
Oh, I haven't seen him in a couple of weeks, probably. Christina, though, she was here last night.
Above board, had a hard time differentiating Chris and Christina.
They share a brain. It makes sense.
Oh, right.
So what's also above
Liz
table?
has but one brain cell.
So also above table, was it that Chris vanished from the bathroom? Like that's what.
Christina vanished from the bathroom.
Okay.
Yeah, Christina went missing. Chris has the seaweed.
And then the friend that came to you was like a different friend. I just wanted to make sure. Okay, cool. Yes. I got it. Cool.
We're in it
Continue.
now.
We're in it. We got it. I'm sorry.
So I'm sorry, you saw Christina last night, and were they okay?
I mean, yeah, she worked her shift and actually did a set. It was great. She had the sunset spot, and as Harley like motions back towards the back of the room, you see like an entire line of not glass but like acetate or like plastic glass makes up the back wall of the stage that is raised with like lots of lights. And you can see like a bright sunny day currently in the middle of the day here, like late afternoon, but you know that the colors that fill this space are like classy. It's like more like a burlesque club, like very classy. Tables everywhere with candles and a nice like wood, a ship port-esque motif, but like classy. But yeah, they did their set, and then I asked for some more hours. I let them stay for the late shift as well, and then they just disappeared. I assume they got tired and went home. We didn't really need the help, but I was willing to let them work a bit more if they needed the cash.
Listen, you can tell me to go fuck myself here, but you've cameras in here, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I'm out of my depth, but I gotta find one or the other, and I don't know where the fuck Chris has been, but can we check your cameras?
Sure.
I'm not gonna, you know me, I'm not, once I'm done, we're done, but any lead.
All right. It takes you to like a back room through an office where there's a bunch of like TVs and screens set up, and there's a security guard sitting there, like a werewolf man that I think Beck you probably recognize, and not the same pack, but mutuals,
Just jaw jerks up,
Yeah.
like as we pass by, kind of situation.
Have at it. She queues up all day the day before and shows you where to turn the little knob to scan through the footage.
Bert sits down and then immediately kind of turns around to anyone behind. This is as far as I get.
Oh.
I'm
It's fine.
the reviews, I'm a quick learner, but I just
I slide
They
into a chair
stand up.
next to. Oh, okay. So I was just like, oh yeah, I sit where Court was. I was like, I slide next to Court. Oh no, I sit where Court was. I slide through, and I start seeking through the footage from the night. It was last night. Last night, to see where happened in terms of going to the bathroom and then seeing if Christina left at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And as you sit down to scrub through that footage, we're going to hop over to Chiron. You have finished your shift.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to do?
I go behind the bar and grab a thermos. I fill it with something,
Mhm.
and I walk over to like the coffee place. I forget its name.
Burnt Beans Bistro.
Burnt Beans Bistro. Because that's where I'm supposed to go, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was like, that's our meeting, right? So I go to Burnt Beans Bistro. I don't think it takes me long looking around. I notice the seat in the back corner facing the door has one chair open, and I just go and sit down.
Yeah. Doesn't take too long. Maybe 15 minutes. They're a little late. Before you see this individual walk through the door. Describe for everyone what this person looks like.
She is, excuse me, a little bit taller than me. About my complexion, short buzzed hair, wearing a like pantsuit. And I don't know, I imagine has some sort of like messenger bag or something. And wears glasses and has very striking features. I am just like nervously like tapping the table as she walks over. Mom,
Chiron.
how is home?
It's good. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I'm sorry that I broke curfew and haven't called in 5 years.
You mean you're sorry you disappeared?
Yes.
And that I caught you because you were hacking the mainframe of the system of the company that I work for?
Also, yes. My sire's really nice. I think you'd get along. He also doesn't like when I don't call or text.
Chiron,
Mm-hmm.
we need to put all of this behind us right now, okay? I forgive you.
That I made you. This is for you, and I like put the thermos in front of my mom. That's for you. I was planning on like I can tell them what's going on when I finish it, but it took it's just a drink. It has a lot of lavender. It took me a long time to figure out how to boil down the lavender essence the way you like it. No, I mean it was like happened to cousin James, and then it like happened to me, and then I didn't want you to be disappointed that I wanted to go get allied. So I just thinking the best way to tell you, and then suddenly been a year, and I was like, well, I'll just tell them at next Christmas. And then suddenly been 2 Christmases, and I was like, what if I just never told them and it was okay?
It's okay. She takes off her messenger bag and she puts it next to the thermos. She says, "This is for you."
Oh, what is it?
You open it.
Yeah.
There are stacks of cash, probably about $5,000. And there are 20 blood bags in this messenger bag.
What the fuck is this?
You have to leave.
What do you mean I have to leave?
I need you to get out of this city right now.
No, no. Why? No, why? You get out of the city.
I'm human.
Okay?
I'm fine.
No, wait, what's
Chiron,
gonna I have like friends. I have a den. I can't leave my den. It's
you
a bunch of kids.
she grabs your hands if you let her. She
Mhm.
seems visibly distraught. You peace. Please. I
No,
forgive you.
okay, tell me what's going on. I have friends. I have to help them.
I
I
can't.
have to get Oh, then no, I'm not gonna leave you. Listen, and I like take my listen. Half the reason I got allied in the first place was to get you out of that stupid fucking company you're stuck in.
Chiron. And you see that she's like starting to tear up. For once, can you please just. There are things that are about to happen, okay?
Not if I stop them.
You can't. You can't stop them. Honey, I know. You can't.
Mother, I am Chiron motherfucking Jones. And the last time I checked, no one could tell any Jones what to do. Right?
Know how to use my words against me.
Now, you can't tell me what's going on because of whatever dumb little thing they put in you. So just tell me where to go and I'll figure it out from there. Because I'm not going to let my friends get hurt. I
Give me
will
a
be
blood
keeping this
roll.
bag. 13, my blood is still 16.
Okay. I don't know what I'll do if you disappear for real.
And I take a deep breath. I wipe away some tears. I gotta be strong. She's already crying. And I think I move my chair next to hers and I put my forehead against her. Listen, I already died once. I'm not really trying to do it a second time, okay?
Okay. Yeah. You're a vampire. You can.
I'm a fucking vampire. I had one friend, Pops, he's a ghost. He's super cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's this cool fairy that I hang out with. She's really nice.
Yeah.
My friend Court is this cool created. She's awesome. Me and her hang out all the time. And then there's this guy Beck, and he's also there. He's a werewolf.
Okay. That's great.
Yeah.
That's-
So we'll be fine. And there's I have this den full of 1,000-year-old vampire children. They're annoying as hell, but love them to death.
You hate kids.
I actively hate those kids, but there's something in me that like when I see them worries, even though again they're way older than me. They're like thousands of years old. But they act like they're 10, so it makes me worried. So whenever I find them again, I'm gonna be like, I'm your den mom, and there are rules. And the first rule is stop eating rats. So
Right.
thank you for the blood. I have like 20 children to feed.
I love you.
I love you too. Where do I need to go to make sure my friends and my 20 children are safe?
She writes down an address on a napkin for you.
I take it.
I don't normally condone putting children in the path of violence, but if they're 1,000-year-old vampires, you might need their help.
Oh, okay. You should cover your ears.
Okay. Cover
I do like a blood-curdling vampire shriek to some of these children.
They're just instantly at the door. All of them.
You can come in. It's a business.
The blonde boy, like, steps in. Can we help you?
Yeah. So I'm glad that worked. So you guys are free to stay with me. I'll buy like an extra apartment next to mine and give you
Yeah.
your own room. Shh, don't make me regret that. I'm gonna need your help. Oh, first of all, there's some rules of our den. We don't eat rats. You're gonna
I like
stop that.
rats.
No. Here, and I just take out one of the bug bags. I'll keep you in those. We don't eat rats. That's the first rule. We're gonna at this address, I'm gonna need some help later tonight, okay?
Okay.
Just act like normal kids. Don't be weird.
Okay.
Which
They're all just
includes
standing without breathing or moving, just staring at you through the window.
you guys okay, so like we don't need to breathe, but you can pretend breathe. So people
They
don't
all take
think
one collective big breath and then exhale at the same
never
time.
mind. Don't try that. Never mind. Do you know how to move like not a pack of children of the corn?
What are children of the corn?
Honestly, probably you. That myth probably started because of you. Actually, now that I think about it, do you know how to walk not like this? And I gestured to them in like a perfect circle of vampire children,
Uh,
like separate.
sure. Okay.
Show me.
They walk like in a single file line, like Court has trained them to. In like a march.
Okay. Hey, mom, would you like to meet your grandchildren and help me
Oh,
teach them how to be like 10% less creepy before tonight?
sure,
Thank
honey.
you. This is your grandma.
Hi. Um, you can call me Grandma. She seems uncomfortable with this. But you all do. You take the time. I feel like you probably head outside to like the parking lot or something and like take the time to train the kids. And then
Fucking reverse drills. No,
make your
kick the
way.
go play with the ball by yourself at the same time.
They're like a swarm of starlings just like making different shapes as you try to train them. Um, and then you are able to make it. The address is the lab. You head down to the ports with this like 50 children.
I
Your
give up
mom.
on making them be normal, and I eventually just get the little flag like we're on a field trip.
Nice. Yes. Yes. She hugs and kisses you goodbye and just says again, "Don't die. Don't disappear."
I'm already dead, so that won't happen. Technically, if I died again, it wouldn't be death. I'm already dead. Um, just a that's me being a piece of shit. I'll be fine. But if I'm not, and I give her a key to my apartment, there's like a lot of money stored up there. I'm very good at my jobs.
Can I have my bag back?
No.
Okay. All right. It's a gift, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Use
We
it if
missed a
you
lot
need
of
it.
birthdays.
Use it.
5 years. So
That's not my fault, Chiron. And she just starts to turn
sorry, it's so
away.
hard for vampires to hear in the sun, you know? I say putting on my like sun hat and umbrella.
All the kids have like rain jackets on with their hoodies up, and like gloves, white gloves. As you head toward the lab, you see the sun. It's probably like dusk, like dinner time around the time that you head off. The sun has fully started to set, and by the time you make it over to the port district, the neon sign for Sammy's is flashing, and you can see that is right next to the lab, like literally across the street from the lab.
I just, I just do one of those. Okay, I mean, I get it. That's probably slammed that when work's over. I always work late shift.
um, with that, we'll switch back to the other group. Beck, you're turning this knob furiously. It takes a while. It's a full day of footage from multiple different camera views. Um, but eventually, Court is able to point out Christina. You see her moving about on her shift. All of you are able to like keep track of her. And then you watch her kind of like probably like midnight, 1:30, walk into the bathroom, and no matter how many times you go back over the footage for the rest of the night, you never see her leave again. You're muted.
I was muted. I was like, wait, hold on. um, so I go over it a few times, just like do a quick scrub, like a quick scan of like that time frame of like it closing. She never
Mhm.
shows back up. Just watching her go in, and I look back at Court. Is there like a exit in that bathroom?
No, there's an emergency out the back. There's an emergency out the dressing room. And then there's the front. As far as I know, there's no entrance in the bathroom. That'd be a fucking hazard.
There's not even
Uh,
a window.
there's not even a window.
Mm-mm.
So Beck is gonna like slowly push back from the chair, stand up, put his hands in his pocket, walk past the security guard werewolf, same thing. Go down the hall to that bathroom, which is like I make sure no one else is in there before like it's like, hey, coming in. Uh and I'm assuming it's just a standard bar like bathroom. There's two stalls, a sink or whatever.
Yeah.
Can I do like heightened senses to see if I could smell if the way that this person might have gone at all?
Yeah,
Uh,
absolutely.
advantage roll on smells. What do I use for that? Would
It's
that
a
be
guts roll, so you get advantage on your guts
okay?
roll.
Cool. So I already passed with an 8. Yeah. So 8. It's guts is 13.
Great. Is everyone following?
I imply that like yeah, I'm going this way, but I just like quietly like let me just check something real
Yeah.
quick.
And
Okay.
based on what Pops told us about what he saw at the Flying Dutchman, I'm right behind Beck, but I'm looking for like a drain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Um, as you enter the bathroom and are looking around, everything seems normal. But Beck, as you go to like the handicap accessible stall at the very back, you see something that to the normal eye would not be visible. It's a small piece of twine hanging over the edge of the toilet and going down into the water.
So going into the drainage of
The toilet itself.
the toilet itself. I like look I got crouched down and look at it. Uh is there like does it look like this toilet got moved? Like like lifted and moved?
It doesn't look like the toilet got lifted and moved, but as you bend down to examine it, it looks like the thread that holds Court together.
Oh, I
Did
don't like that.
Homegirl just flush each part of her down the toilet?
I I was hoping that wasn't what it was. I was like, please, Lord, please let it be this. I like you see Beck do the crouch down and then like processing on his face for anyone that's like watching, and then like a little bit of horror kind of settling in, and then looks back at Court and then compares the twine that's holding Court together.
Court's
Uh,
eyes are immediately on it and like knows what it is.
The only way out of here is through there, and the only way to get there is separating yourself. So, as a created.
Well, easy enough for some.
Does she have needed help to do this do this, or can she do it by herself? Is that
You really just need a good set of teeth.
okay? Just like, all right. Slowly stands.
Listen, once you pop the hand stitch, it's just a matter of popping the other ones.
How? It was like, okay. So she separated herself and also into the sewers, which is where everyone's going. And I'm just confused. Like, so Chris and Christina both are doing things that they wouldn't do normally, right? Like, this isn't like they don't work for Vox Corp at all anymore, but now they're vanishing or working for them, and it doesn't fit. Do you think they that may be blackmailed or coerced to do this, or
I mean, we got let go around the same time, and I different reasons. I can't pretend to know what was on their report, but we always said we'd never go back. Why would we go back? It's not like they'd have us. You don't go back begging for a job, especially not one that says you're useless. Why would they go
were,
looking for it?
were they desperate for something? Did they need something, and then Fox Corp could give it to them? That's what they're doing to everybody. Like, they're gentrifying our neighborhood and trying to get us out by giving us money. So like that's on brand for them, right? And then looks at everybody else.
I guess there's only one way to find out, and it's to find them. And Court's looking down at their hands and kind of at their stitches.
Are you sure you're going to be okay?
At this point, it's not a matter of me being okay. We're losing everything, and we can't. So,
All right,
I'm going down.
you're going down.
Court kind of takes a thumb, and is this like, this is just real quick. This is how you get down here, right? Like,
There are
I'm
other ways you could get. You don't
Yeah,
have to
I
go
think
in the
I could
toilet.
Sally this, but also like
No, I think Kanon actually sees you start to pick your wrist stitch, and I'm like, okay, we don't necessarily mind so much about being seen as I gently close my hands over the stitch to stop you from taking your hand off. I think we might be able to get in from outside. We don't have to go through I mean, we all can't go through a toilet.
oh, right. That's yeah.
And don't want to be separated either. We don't know where you'll end up, so
Unseparated. I think Court shoots you a look.
sorry. So sorry. Like, Beck just like looks very bashful. That wasn't a joke. That was not the
But
intention.
this actually does tell us something. She wasn't turned before she escaped. She had to be created to do this. So I have no idea what that means, but yeah, it's different to what Pop saw. Like, I mean, obviously there are still allied here, so there's not any of that weird stuff in the air, but like, yeah, she was at the very least still an allied when she left.
You said that their brains got separated, right? Like cut in half, and
Yeah,
was that like an experimental thing that they
that was
tried?
part of it. It was an efficiency communication exercise, they told them, and cut down on the understanding, split a brain, and you don't have to worry about understanding somebody's communication style if the communication style is already understood. So, yeah.
But they both did different things. They both went off and went missing and worked for is it possible that like that has something to do with it, the separation of brain communication styles making them do things that they like, kind of like a sleeper a little bit against their will, unfortunately.
Do you think they could do that to us?
I don't know. I am not putting anything past Fox Corp at this point, to be honest.
Cort's like grabbing Kanon's hands at this point, if they're still like over
Yes.
to stop the stitches, is like holding
Yeah.
your hands now.
Absolutely.
Pop's doing while this is all happening? That smile fast.
Oh,
Mischief.
definitely some mischief.
Mischief.
Mischief is what's happening.
So once the group leaves the bathroom to find out what Pops is, the lights go out. The spotlight comes on, and the thing that they realized, it wasn't that Pops wanted to go here to flirt with Created. They find out that Pops, when they were alive, wanted to do one thing but never got to do it. And you see Pops in a huge dress, and their pompadour splayed out like a queen's wig, and with somehow they're just in drag and they're performing, and then they realize that the group is seeing them, and then they stop and T-pose. Oh, you guys are done?
Are you done?
Yeah, I mean,
I could be.
Don't let us stop you. Like,
please.
live your life. I mean, unlife.
I'm done. And then they slip out of the dress. They just levitate out of the dress, and then like they're still in their punk clothes, and they just shake their head, and their pompadour comes back. And then they look back at the stage, and then they float down. So where are we going?
Oh, wait. Go back up.
Why?
Let's go back up.
And they flip back up.
And Kanon will, in this one moment of like, I don't know, it just struck her. She's gonna stand like beneath the stage and like hold her arms up.
Puppies?
No. You gotta dive. Come
on. You see him just run back real quick, and just start and just run and dive into Kanon.
Heck yeah.
And it kind of looks like that scene in Dirty Dancing where it's just like,
I'm manifesting the full power of whatever exists in this world to be able to keep him in the air.
And there's little resistance because I think subconsciously I'm levitating on your hands. And yeah. And as you put me down, my face still has the drag makeup. So what'd you guys find?
Court's friend took themselves apart and flushed themselves down a big toilet. So we're going into the sewers.
Ooh.
But, like I told the rest of them, this means that she was still allied before this happened. So that could be a good thing.
Maybe we can get them back.
To the sewers. Or to the... Wait. To the sewers or to the lab?
As you all walk outside and you're saying this, Kanon, you see Court with 50 vampire children behind them across the street in front of the lab. Or sorry,
there's a lot of similar sounds.
I know. And as all of this sight is happening, you also see at this point about 5 matte black, not matte black, but car black tinted windows, town cars drive down this road, turn right, almost directly in front of where Chiron's standing, through the gate to the lab, and the lab gate closes again. And Chiron, as you look around, you see the CEO of Fox Corp getting out of the car with a few other people in suits, as well as a bunch of people in green hoodies. And they walk through a door and go into the lab.
That happens, and I look at the kids. If any of you catch that person, bring them to me.
Okay.
Mama wants to eat them, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Let's go see Mom's friends. Hey, guys!
They all go, "Hi, guys," at the same time.
We're working on that. This
so
is my
creepy.
den. You've met them before.
Yeah.
I've adopted them.
Officially?
Yes. Also
Aw.
my mom brought
Oh.
me this. Also, I saw my mom for the first time in 5 years. She wanted me to evacuate the city. Like, she wanted me to leave and for us all to leave because something really bad's gonna happen. But I said we can't do that because there's like other people or whatever. And I didn't know where you guys were, but you guys are here, so which is great. We need to get in there, and stop
Yeah.
whatever the bad thing is. What did you do? Did you find your friend, Court?
We did. We did. Well, kind of. We know where they went. Down the drain, as life seems to go. But they're okay. Well, no, they're not okay. They're obviously in pieces, but they're still allied.
Oh, well, that's good.
Um,
That's great.
yeah.
I mean, I guess it's not great they wouldn't. Maybe they were like, maybe they knew what was happening and they thought the sewer was safe or something.
Or
They
maybe
weren't
they
safe when
didn't,
we were down there.
or maybe they just didn't want to be seen walking into this, now that I look at it, extremely obvious Fox Corp lab.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
If
no, it's
they,
super. They're not good at hiding them. They just think no one will care. Which brings me to my next point, which seems like we should probably mention it now. Kanon,
Hmm?
do you know what your parents do for work?
I mean, I know they work here. Well, not here, but I know they work.
Oh, and
They work
but
here.
it kind of is here.
Oh.
So if you want to like text them some sort of excuse for them to leave work so they're not here when I unleash 50,000-year-old vampire children on the place. Or you can give us a picture and I can be like, these people are nice people. Unless they're not nice people. Do you know if they're nice people?
I mean, they're thinking on stops and things. Like, I mean, they're not nice
Like, are they chill
people.
about you?
Yeah, they know I'm weird.
I want to point out that I think this is the first time that Kanon has had to face this removal of humanity. The humanity that she gave up at Baba Yaga's
That's
house.
right. Oh, that's
The
right.
acceptance of them not being her parents. Like, coming face to face with that.
And like, she looks at Court specifically because she kind of knows. No, I don't think she fully knows that her mother was Court's creator, but she knows that Court has had bad stuff done to her by people in Fox Corp, and Court is her sister now. So, yeah, there's a whole lot happening on her face right now, and she's like, I mean, at the very least, they didn't stop me from doing what I wanted to do
So put them on the no-kill list.
until I can get some answers.
Okay. And I like turn around. So when you see these people, and I like describe your parents, You can hurt them, but don't kill them. Okay. Good.
I'm
good.
imagining Unison. Boom.
Same. Like it's just like oh, that's so
Like
creepy.
military style almost.
I didn't know if y'all had a plan. I was gonna kind of come here and just like let them have at it and go in through the chaos. But if you have a better plan,
We can find it looks to Pop's like sewer nearby, maybe. And then maybe release the kids as a distraction.
okay. They probably know the sewer is good between them and Pops.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No rats. I say to them, no rats. No rats. You can't have rats before dinner. There's all those bad people in there. Okay, to spoil dinner.
Okay.
Bert turns and kind of kneels down to the kids. What part of the pyramid are rats on?
The bottom.
That's right.
Is there an allied like food chart? Like a food
Of course, there's
Yeah.
a like roach.
Yeah, absolutely. There has to be.
And it's like mandatory in the syllabus.
Someone please make it.
No
I wanna
food
see.
before bed.
Thank
And
you.
listen
it.
to
Okay. With that, I think if Pops wants, you are led through the streets,
Mhm.
down a little way by the water to another one of those big grates. The sewer system of Edel is fucking weird as hell, and whenever there's too much water in the system, they just dump it into the sound, including all human waste and all the shit. Seattle. And so you are able to turn a corner down to where one of those big openings are. And as you turn that corner, you all see familiar faces, allied, their eyes completely glassed over, just funneling in, including pack members of Beck's, including ghost friends and the owner of Shizuko, including fellow fairies, including lots of people that you know and recognize. Abraham is one of these people.
Not Abraham.
Not Abraham.
Not our little gnome friend.
Can I do something?
What do you
Put him
wanna
in your
do?
pocket.
I want to run over to Abraham and use my mesmerize ability.
As you run over to Abraham to try and use a mesmerize ability, they're all already mesmerized.
That's what I thought. I want to try and out mesmer the mesmer they're in.
Okay. Give me
Yeah, what do I need to roll?
yeah, let's see.
I know I had a D4 power die.
It'll be blood. It'll be charm. So blood.
Or do I subtract that? Is that
You
how the power
subtract
die
the
works?
4, yeah.
Oh, incredible, good. Because I rolled really high, but thanks to the power die, I succeed. And my command, Abraham, wake the fuck up!
Ah!
Hi, what the fuck are you doing here? What's going on?
Why am I here? What's going on?
Oh my fucking god. Just stay there. Jesus. Fuck.
As this happens, Sharon, I think you realize that the amount of time and energy it would take to not mesmerize every single person here, just like maybe wouldn't be worth it.
No.
There's
It was Abraham. Abraham's like no, that's like classified information level of person.
But
Why
you
are you
know-
even outside?
but you know that these people are being controlled by an extremely powerful vampire.
Oh shit. Hey kids, you're gonna meet your grandpa today.
Yeah.
What?
No, not yeah.
One of them like runs over and pokes one of the people walking into the tunnel.
No, okay. So everybody, I say to like the group, I got Abraham, which is good. There's probably a reason why I could get Abraham. Uh, somehow Fox Corps probably has my sire, who, if I haven't caught you up to speed, is a very old ancient vampire king.
Talk about cliff notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it came up before.
No.
Oh, he's really nice usually. But if they have him, that's like bad. But that's probably why I kind of mesmer Abraham. It's probably like because I'm like his kid, sort of. So it's probably close enough to his.
Is there no way to break it outside of you? Like
Well, I mean,
hitting them or
you no,
knocking?
he's like really. I mean,
It's
I
pretty.
don't know. He probably has more people than this he can control at once.
Oh, that's whoa. So we help him to make sure everybody's
Probably
okay.
helping him is quicker. Hopefully he's eaten. He's like way worse than me when he's hungry.
Isn't there
Beck
just
has
a
like a moment, a
buffet?
flash of like worse than you. I was like, yeah, we should do that. Like we should at least help and they're still doing that. How are they able to mesmerize people? Just like get him to mesmerize people on the
I
street?
don't know. I don't know. It's been a long day. Court, do you have any galoshes? I really don't get my feet wet. That water's so gross.
Oh, I mean, on me? No, but like
Oh, okay.
there used to be a utility if you can make it just through like there's utility rooms on the other side, but
Oh, okay.
sorry, babe. I think you're gonna have to.
It's fine. I wanted to buy new shoes anyway.
Is there anything else you all would like to do before joining the throngs of Allied heading into the sewer tunnel?
I would like to talk to Chiron, but like this seems like not the time. We're surrounded by children. And a whole bunch of allied coming through, but I'm gonna like as we're walking, walk up beside her. Uh I wanted to say sorry about last night, in general.
Why are you sorry?
I kinda let loose. You pulled my collar. That's not what I was expecting.
No, I mean I should say sorry. I didn't realize that was like a whole thing.
Yeah. So now you
So
know.
now I know. I apologize for doing that. And when my when my vampire dad isn't controlling half the city and bringing on some sort of allied apocalypse, we should like talk more. I would like to talk to you when I'm not in a lust hunger state.
I would like to talk to you too, not in a less hunger state, but I'm also fine with talking to you in that state as well.
That is good to know.
Mhm.
That
Yeah,
is
just smirks. Like, I was
that
like, "I'm fine
is
with either."
that is important data, but I have my kids right now.
Exactly. That's all I will
So
say.
follow me, kids. Let's go. And I put the flag up again. Don't touch the zombies.
Okay.
And I
Anyone
just
else?
flew away behind you.
I'm not gonna say anything now, but I think as we're walking through, I'm still sticking kind of close to Kanon and like just being near you.
Yeah. Kanan still has this kind of like very lost in thought look on her face about like what we are about to walk into. And I don't think that she's let go of your wrist.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you're still kind of clamping on and we're like walking together, then we're like
Mhm.
Just talking to myself, it's like if they wanted to be allied so much, they could have just asked. I could have stabbed them in the neck and they could become ghosts.
Ghost wound.
I'm kind. I'm
Ghost
generous. Give them ghost wounds.
No, Pops, I agree. I'll turn the whole lot of them.
I mean, I don't know if you want to turn. You need a food source. Want to keep some.
Well, it'd be like on a cycle. We'll create like a lottery system.
Ah, yeah. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
You might make money out of that.
Someone write that down. Can you kids write?
Yeah.
All right, let's take these little ankle biters and like feed them.
Yeah. They're so fucking hungry. Oh my god.
They like pass a note up to you, Chiron. It's like perfect, like 18th century calligraphy.
That's so fucking weird.
And with that, we're gonna bring episode 5 of Take Back to a close. It's about to get wild. One more episode left. Kate and our friends stop the apocalypse of the Allied.
About to get wild?
What's it been
so
We have
far?
a mini army of children going into a sewer.
I have an army of 51,000-year-old children. I have collectively 50,000 year of children with me right now.
That's the scariest fucking thing.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll popcorn around our outros. Saying goodbye.
I'm Austin. I'll go first. Hi, my name is Austin. My pronouns are he, they, she. I just got done playing Chiron. Chiron's pronouns are she, they. Me, Austin, in real life, though, is a award-winning game writer, designer, performer, and friend. You can find me everywhere on the internet at Sailor at Sailor SCT Austin. I'll popcorn over to Fabs this time.
Hey, I'm Fabs. I'm the producer. He, him. Check me out in Rockets and Pens for comic stuff, and over here for TTRPG stuff. We have a lot of fun stuff. I'm gonna popcorn it over to Liz.
Hey, what's up? I'm Liz. I've been playing Court, the corporate created nightmare. You should hire Fabs to do lots of things. You should also check out some of the projects Fabs has coming out soon. Pronouns she, any. It's been fun. The energy we walked into this has been great. I'm really sad we've got one more of these left. Stick around for that. It's gonna be fucking wild. I'm gonna popcorn it over to Ambrose.
Oh, hello everyone, it's me. I'm Ambrose. She, they. I played Beck Levy, he, him, the werewolf. I am the creative director and founder of Other Side of Studios, where we do gothic horror, investigation, and mystery. I am also an award-winning TTRPG performer. Yay! And these wonderful people are fantastic. And I'm gonna popcorn it over to LaTia.
It's me. Hi, I'm LaTia. You can find me everywhere at LaTia Jaquise, because that's my name. And I'm unimaginative. That's a lie. Here is pretty much the only place you can find me, except for like other random places on the internet. So pop on over to wherever I am and say hi. I'm actually getting more into TikTok lately, so come follow me on TikTok because I'm having a lot of fun there.
Nice. And I am Sierra, aka Mystic, she, any pronouns. I've been your city planner on this wild ride. You can find me here for this and over at Autumn Moon Studios, where I am the creative director and founder. We have a bunch of shows going on. D&D, our classic show, releases every Monday. We also have a once a month total improv storytelling game called But Then What, and some one-off streams that we're hoping to get going. I recently released a book, a collection of short stories. If you're into fantasy short stories, go check those out. They're flash fiction. They're less than 2,000 words. They're like 2 pages each. It's a nice little cozy read if you'd like that. And you might see my name around in some books if you like D&D and you purchase their products, because my full-time job is as a producer in the TRPG studio for Wizards of the Coast on the D&D team. And that's me. Thank you again so much for tuning in. Thank you to Bad House. Thank you to Fabs. Thank you to this amazing cast. I'm sad there's one more, but it's going to be great. And we'll catch y'all
That's what you think.
next time.